Happy Halloween, mateys. Man, your breath stinks. Here, try this. It's the new Dollar Shave Club Superba Peppermint Kick Fluoride Toothpaste, and it comes with their own toothbrush as well. No matter what your routine is, Dollar Shave Club has everything you need to help you look, feel, and smell your best. Not only that, but their shower, shave, and oral kits, they look something like this, start at only $5 each.
Shiver me timbers, it's minty.
And they just came out with something new this month, their Space Butler One White Charlie. And it comes with free dried ice cream, which is the original ice cream for astronauts. So you can get these exclusive deals by going to the website below in the description.
Yo ho ho ho, the Shave Club is for me.
Dollar Shave Club. Even pirates like it. What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Today we're in the twin turbo ZL1, and I'm going to show you guys a little something that I did to the car, a little something I put on the car, a little race setup for when I take this car to the drag strip or when I take it roll racing. Something better to put on the rear of this car, tire-wise and wheel-wise, that is going to help me put this power down to the ground. Now, before we get to our destination, which is Chick-fil-A, because I'm hungry and I gotta stop and get some lunch here before I go to work, I'm gonna basically talk to you guys real quick here about the new concept car that Chevrolet Performance has debuted at SEMA. Those of you guys that are at SEMA, maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't. I wasn't able to go this year, unfortunately. I wish I could have. Just been working a lot and just can't take the time off to do it. I did, however, see a post on Instagram. I've been reading up on the websites and articles and stuff like that people have been posting. But they have come up with an electric version of the Copo Camaro. Those of you guys that don't know what a Copo is, it stands for Central Office Production Order. It started back in 1969. They made 69 of these vehicles that were basically a Camaro body, and it was fitted with a 427 all aluminum block V8 that was way underrated from the factory and was basically a stripped down drag car. And if you saw one driving on the road, you'd think it's just a base model, something like that. But little did you know that thing was about to drag your ass from a stoplight. Now, they only made 69 of them, like I said, so they are quite rare. The 69 Copo Camaros go for just shy of $1 million. A perfect condition one is probably over $1 million, but I've only seen one of them in person. I had the pleasure of seeing one of them. The guy was offered $800,000 from a private buyer, and his accountant told him to not take that offer, that he should hold out for more. So if that says anything about the rarity and how much these cars are going for. So that leads us to present day here, where they've been creating Copo Camaros now. The 5th gen, they did one each year. They make 69 of them like they did back in 1969. So the 2019 Copo Camaro, they're gonna make 69 of those. And of course, it's gonna have the front refresh as well as the taillight refresh, which honestly doesn't look that bad. Looking at photos of it, it's starting to grow on me. They've moved the bow tie where it should be now. I think it looks a lot better. It is the 50th anniversary Copo, so I'm sure there's a little bit more merit into that. If you wanted to get one, I'm sure it's more of a collectible item. But now they have released this all-electric Copo Camaro. It has an 800 volt electric motor that puts down, I think they were saying, 700 horsepower, 600 foot-pounds of torque, and it runs 9s in the quarter mile. That's pretty low for running 9s on like a Camaro. Now, it is a stripped down race car Camaro, so I have full faith in Chevy being able to run 9s, because the Copo Camaro with the 350 V8 and the Whipple supercharger on top runs at like mid to high 8s in the 150s, 160s. So this electric car, I'm sure, runs 9s, just like Chevy has saying. They are still doing testing on it and everything, but this is pretty much their past, present, and future version of the Copo. And I don't know if this is going to hold true for the performance cars in general, like say they're going to eventually make an all-electric Camaro. I don't know. But I can see where Chevy is going with this, and I completely 100% respect them and will support them in their innovations and inventions for the future, because I realize that, you know, companies are working on fully autonomous cars. Companies have already put out electric cars. They're working on more electric performance cars. And I understand that that's the way the future is going to be going. And I think Chevy is going to be the leading company in that aspect. The fully autonomous section of the vehicle world, apparently, from what I've heard, they have some crazy stuff out there already. So when that's ready for the world to basically own and have in their life, because I don't think it is right now. I don't think fully autonomous cars going around on all these streets and replacing all the existing vehicles with that. I don't think that should happen right now. People are not ready for that. But here's where I start to draw the line with my personal opinion. Ever since I bought my first Camaro, the first ZL1, every time I start that car, it brings a smile to my face. Every time I hear that V8 start up, my face just lights up. Every time I find a straightaway, I put my foot to the floor and a smile just from ear to ear just lights up my face. And it's not because of the speed of the car. That's one of the factors. It's because of the sound. It's because of that roaring V8 from under the hood. It just makes me, I don't know. I can't really describe the feeling. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about, those of you guys that own V8s.
Oh my God.
That is something that you will never get with an electric car. You can tell me all you want about the performance, that it's instant torque, it's instant that, it's going to basically beat any sort of V8 or conventional engine car out there, but I don't really care. You know what I care about more than that? I care more about how the car sounds, how the car feels, what just the aura of a car when you start it up or it's sitting there idling, just that whole feeling, you know, when you're behind the wheel. That's what I care about. That to me is more important, or I'd say just as important as how fast a car is, or the speed of a car, or the potential of the car. I would much rather, at this point, have a car that just is slower but sounds amazing and just drives great, and just the whole driving experience is just a 10 out of 10, than getting a car that doesn't sound like anything, but it is a little faster. Oh, and it's innovative, and it's the future. I don't know how you guys feel, but I don't think I'll ever be buying a fully electric performance vehicle, that's for sure, or I mean a fully electric car. We might not have any option. There might be just fully electric cars, that's all you can get in the future, you know, when I'm old and decrepit, that's all we can get. But or maybe they'll outlaw, you know, gasoline engines. Maybe they'll just outlaw them completely and we won't even be able to drive them on the road. I don't know. Who knows what could happen in the future, but at this point I will be sticking with my American V8, because that's what puts a smile on my face. So let me know how you guys feel. I just got the Chick-fil-A, so I'm gonna run and grab some lunch real quick, and I'll be back with you guys very shortly, and I'm gonna show you the new wheels in the car. Alrighty guys, back from lunch now. Chick-fil-A was obviously just as good as it always is, and I'm gonna show you guys here the new rear wheels on the car and tires. Now, I was not able to get a front set because, well, I'm poor right now and it's really expensive for an entire set of welds, but I was able to try these out. These are Weld S77s. They are a 17 by 10 inch wheel, and they're fitted with Mickey Thompson ET Street R's, 305 45 17s. These tires are amazing. I use them on my my other car when I had 17-inch wheels on the car, and I've done some of the best 60 foots with this tire. So this is a street tire. It's more of a race kind of drag street tire. If you can see under here, you can see the tread there. Well, barely any tread, it just has a few lines in it, but the compound is really soft, and it's still a radial tire, but it hooks up like crazy. I'll tell you, even on the street this car hooks up really well. So I can't wait to take it to the drag strip to actually use this setup, because I actually got this from a friend. You guys may have heard of him. His name's MapleFed on Instagram. He's out in California with Matt, Lethal Camaro, their whole group. They're awesome guys, and these are his wheels from his car. He was able to ship to me and let me borrow them. So thanks, man. I really appreciate, you know, this is awesome. But I'm basically trying them out. I've seen them on a few 6th gen Camaros, and I really do like the looks of them. I think I'm going to eventually get them and get a matching set for up front, but they don't make like a skinny version for up front. They only make like a little bit of a wider version, and unfortunately for the ZL1s, the front brakes are huge, so you can only go down to like I think it's either an 18-inch wheel, I believe, and that's it. You can't even go down to a 17. There's not many options for this car, so we may be stuck with doing kind of the same front size wheel as what's on the car right now. So I do want to get a matching set of them though. I'll show you the other side here too, more in the sunlight. But unfortunately, you know, I wasn't able to even use this yet. I went to 3 different races, and each race, the first one was completely rained out, slipstream. I had these on and I was ready to just kill it with this setup and hook up, because they, like I said, they hook up like crazy. So that didn't happen because it got rained out. The second weekend I went to the drag strip and they were only running 8th mile, so again wasn't able to get a quarter-mile time out of this car. And last weekend it just rained entirely and they canceled. I didn't really tell you guys that, but they canceled drag racing for last weekend. So again, like it's been like crazy trying to get this car on the track the end of the year to put out some numbers for you guys and to really see what you can do in boost weather. Hopefully the wind isn't killing this video right now, but it is a little bit windy here up on the hill. I think it would be even cooler if I got a set of these and painted them black, like all black. I think that'd be even cooler, because I'm not a huge fan of like this polished rim here. I don't know, I think it's just too much of that. I think maybe if this was black and maybe the contrast polished and black was just the wheel itself instead of the rim is entirely, I think that would look cool. Or just all black. Just all black I think would be even cooler. But they fit great. Those of you guys that are wondering about fitment on a ZL1, 17 by 10s fit great. The offset's great. It clears the brake calipers, as you can see there. Clears really nicely, and it doesn't rub. I haven't had any issues that I've noticed of it rubbing on anything anywhere. Even the control arms, it seems like it clears okay. I had a big problem with the 5th gen control arms rubbing on a 17-inch wheel, but these do not. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. It's a little bit two-toned right now. I can't really showcase to you guys the whole look of what it would be with both sets, front and rear welds, but this is what we're working with right now, guys. It is the end of the year, so I wasn't going to invest in a whole new setup just to have the car sit in the garage in the winter. So I figured I would just borrow some from my friend, and I love them. So let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Yeah, these things definitely hook. Holy crap. I wish I had these on the whole time. This is the setup right here, that's for sure. Without going to a 15-inch wheel and even a bigger sidewall tire, this is perfect for the car, you know, keeping the stock brakes and everything. Yeah. See, you're not gonna get that sound with an electric car. It's just never gonna happen. Even if they recreate it through the speakers and have some crazy V8 or twin turbo engine playing through the speakers of the car while you're mashing down the accelerator, it's not gonna be the same. It just isn't gonna be the same. So that about wraps up this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the new Copo Camaro that Chevrolet Performance just debuted at SEMA. Let me know what you guys think about it. And also let me know what you guys think about the wheels I put on my car. Should I get them? Should I get a matching set for the front? We're finally gonna be able to go racing this weekend. The weather looks really nice, so I'm gonna be taking this car and I'm gonna be taking the Freedom Rocket, and we're hopefully gonna be able to run some pretty fast times. We've got a sale going on for the shirts on my online store. Definitely check that out. The info will be below for you guys in the description. Sorry, I'm trying to do this while backing my car into my garage. It's a little bit difficult. I know, beep, 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 beep. Yes, I hear you. I hear you, backup camera. Thank you for the added safety feature and letting me know that I'm almost about to hit my spare tires. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're coming here for the first time.
And happy Halloween.